Hello students, today we are going to see social science economics for class 10 CBSE syllabus. So this is the content page for your book. So the content page includes totally 5 chapters. The first chapter is development, second one is sectors of Indian economy, third one money and credit, fourth one globalization and the Indian economy, fifth one consumer rights. So now we are going to deal with chapter 1 development. So this development chapter includes totally this topic includes totally 8 pages. Okay, in the book it starts from page number 2nd and the page number 3 is for the student and page number 2nd is for the notes for the teacher. Okay, so totally we have 8 pages. So now we will deal with each pages in detail. Do you know the meaning for development? So development means something which is growth or evolution or expansion or progress or improvement. So something which is expanding or evaluating or growing, we call it as a development. So the basic idea of development or progress has always been with us. We have aspiration or desires about what we would like to do and how we would like to live. Similarly, we have ideas about what a country should be like. So here is individual development and country development they have discussed. So if we answer these questions, then the meaning for development is known. For example, the first question is, what are the essential things that we require? Can life be better for all? How should people live together? Can there be more equality? So when we are working towards these questions, we mean that it is development. So development involves thinking about these questions and about the ways in which we can work towards achieving these goals. So if you answer these questions, then we say that we are developed or the country is developed. So this is an important question. So what is development or define development? Then what are the questions this development answers? And what are the goals development has involved? So this is the answer for these questions. So I will read out this paragraph first. This is a complex task, and in this chapter, we shall make a beginning at understanding development. Then you will learn more about these issues in greater depth in higher classes. Also, you will find answers to many of these questions, not just in economics but also in your course in history and political science. This is because the way we live together is influenced by past. So, learning about the past is known as history. Similarly, we will be dealing with political science because we are going to involve in development of a country. So we are going to deal how the development is meant with respect to economic and with respect to history and political science. So we can't change desire for change without being aware of these. So in the same way, it is only through a democratic political process that these hopes and possibilities can be achieved in real life. So this paragraph explains if we want to achieve the answers for these questions, we need a democratic political process. The next is a 4th page. So in this we are going to deal with what development promises. So the development promises about different people and their different goals. So for example, here in a diagram is given, if you want a car, the way our country is set up, all you can hope for is maybe one day you own rickshaw to pull. So if a person wants to own a car, he has to own first rickshaw, then he can move to car. So that is meaning of development. So let us try to imagine what development or progress is likely to be mean to different persons. So here this person is hoping for rickshaw, and if you're hoping for car or if you're hoping for a flight, then person's desire may change. An important tabulation is given here in this table how development goals of different categories of peoples are listed out. So these table list few categories of persons. So the first category is a landless rural laborer. Second one is a prosperous farmer from Punjab. Third one is farmer who depend only on rain for growing crops. A rural woman from a land owning family. Urban unemployed youth. A boy from rich urban family. A girl from a rich urban family. And Adivasi from Narmada Valley. So these categories of peoples are listed here and how their development goals or aspiration is meant. That is given here. So these we have to the students has to fill. So similarly, you can add more category of persons and their development goals and aspirations can be listed out. So this tabular column is a sample for you to explain how a development is achieved for different categories of people with different goals. So if you are going through this table, you have to fill this table. So now let us examine it. Do all these people have same notation of development or progress? All these have same goal or not? Or most likely not. They have, each one will have different goals and the way to achieve their goals. So each one of them seeks different things. They seek things that are most important for them. That is, that which or can fulfill their aspiration or desires. In fact, at times, two persons or group of persons may seek things which are conflicting. A girl expects as much freedom and opportunity as her brother, and that he also shares in the household activity works. Her brother may not like this. Similarly, to get more electricity, industrialists may want more dams, but this may submerge the land and disrupt the lives of people who are displaced, such as tribals. They might resent this and they may prefer small check dams or tanks to irrigate their land. So, two things are quite clear. One is different persons can have different developmental goals, and the second one is what may be development for one may not be development for the other. It may even be destructive for the other. So this is the main clear answer. So now let's see the table 1.1. It is development goals of different categories of persons. So here they have given category of person, then their development goals or aspirations. For example, here landless rural laborer. So what they need or what is their goal? They need more days to work and they need more wages, salary. Similarly, they need local school to provide good education for their children. And similarly, there should be no social discrimination. Okay, they should be equally treated. Similarly, they too can become leaders in the village. So this is the main goal for their development. So these landless rural laborers, they can have this goal. They can aim for this goal and they can develop themselves. Similarly, prosperous farmers from Punjab. Okay, so the prosperous means they have more. There is a property they have a lot. Okay, so what they need, they need the development goals as assured a high family income through higher support prices for their crops. So they should sell their crops for higher price so that they can yield more income. Similarly, through hardworking and cheap laborers, so the laborers' wages they should get only cheap but they should work hard. So they should be able to settle their children abroad. So the main aim of prosperous farmers from Punjab is to settle their children abroad by earning more through their crops and giving less salary for the laborers. So this is the development goal for prosperous farmers from Punjab. The third category of persons, that is farmers. So these farmers who depend only on rain for growing crops. So what they aim to tube wells to be dug. Now they need water. Okay, so similarly they go for canals for irrigation. Similarly, they need higher support prices for the crops and they need cheap labor. So the availability of laborers who work for their land should be earning very less, okay, so that they can yield more income. So the main aim of farmers is to who depend only on growing crops, who depend only on rain, is they need more water for irrigation. The next person is a rural woman from a land owning family. Okay, land owning family. So they need education for the children from English medium schools and they need more earnings. So a woman who has a land, what he will be aiming? So he will be aiming for education through English medium. Okay, and he will be going for more earnings. So by educating their children, he will be earning more earnings. Similarly, the next one type is urban unemployed youth. So he is an urban unemployed. Unemployed means he is not having any employment. So more opportunity for higher education, or they will be going for better job opportunities. So they aim for higher education, or they will be going for a good job to be placed. So urban employment youth goal is this one. The next category of person is a boy from a rich urban family. So he is a rich urban family. So what he will be doing? He will be need to pursue higher studies abroad in foreign. Similarly, he needs a own car and own house and own company, as he is a rich urban family member. Similarly, a girl from rich urban family, what he needs or what is her goal, she gets as much freedom as her brother. She needs a freedom equal to boys, and he is able to decide what he wants to do. So he will be thinking that I need all the freedom what my brother is getting. So he needs a equality between boys and girls. The next category is an Adivasi from Narmada Valley. So an Adivasi will be thinking of, he needs no social discrimination. So there should be no social discrimination. He should be treated equally with other peoples. Similarly, school education for the children of Adivasi should be given. Similarly, ration shops in the village should be given. So he want his life to be developed. That is the next category is industrialist. So what he needs more electricity and better roads for transport of his products. Similarly, he need a port for transporting, airport or harbor port. Similarly, he needs less government regulations, tax, that is less government regulations he needs. So these are all the goals for different categories of people.